Hello, and I am so glad to be with you this afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon on November 3rd, and um, I think that's what day it is, November 3rd. Yes, already November 3rd. Anyway, this afternoon, what I wanted to talk to you about is several things that to get you caught up for the time. I just returned from my cruise. Uh, Thanks to my wonderful customers, thanks to the ladies who joined my team from January through June, and thanks to our 3 red jackets that became a red jacket during the January through June time period in order for me to have the luxury of going on a trip for two, all expense paid cruise where they flew us from Miami, from Detroit to Miami. We arrived in Miami last Monday, and we left. It was so cool because they, when we arrived at the airport, they had a sign they held up that said Destination Red. We went to it. They took care of our luggage. They said, come this way. We boarded a bus that they had waiting for us when our flight arrived, and took us straight to the ship. And then they just said, go ahead and go on in, go through customs and go on in, and your bags will be waiting at your room on the ship. So talk about easy, talk about luxury, talk about wow. Mary Kay really took care of us, and we had such an incredible time. Having 85 degrees and sunny, we had one afternoon. It was on Tuesday afternoon for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. A little rain cloud came over, dropped some rain, and went on its way. So we had sunshine and 85 degrees. It was beautiful. So again, thank you. Mwah. It was wonderful. And I'll tell you, when I was Sean Key, one of our executives, and also Marianne, and I can't remember her last name, a couple of the people from corporate were on the ship with us, and chatting with them and letting them know how much we appreciated it. And my comment to them was, after being treated like royalty, which the ship did anyways, but because we had that Mary Kay name tag on it, and it said Destination Red on everything that we did, we got treated with extra special care. And it became real obvious that we were all with Mary Kay because we were the 5th cruise. So they had already seen a lot of Mary Kay people up to that point, because 3,700 earned the trip. And it was a trip for two, which meant that there was double that. So 5,400 people were on the cruise over a 5-week span of just Mary Kay people. So how awesome is that? Now, here's the big thing. So Marianne is the lady that, if you've been to seminar over the last several years, she was the lady that was the fairy godmother. She would dress up in her little fairy godmother outfit, and she'd go around and touch people in the audience and just give away cash and give away prizes. Well, she's a head of the prize department. That's her whole baby. So this cruise was her baby. And so it was her second or third time being on one of the weeks. And so I got to talk with her. They had a really awesome, like a little event for us on the day we arrived on Monday, last Monday. In the evening, they had a little reception all around the pool deck, and we were able to, I've got pictures, and we could take pictures, and we could do things. And anyway, so I was able to talk to both Sean and Marianne about, are they going to offer this again? And they both didn't know the other one was answering this, but they both answered the exact same way. And what they answered was, what they're looking at is how this has affected our business. They want to know if we're going to continue to work like this, if we're going to continue building reds, because everything is about the reds. And if you notice, everything in the company, all the literature, everything they're doing right now, all the promotions, all the special bonuses, it's all about you building to red and then building reds on your team, and you're getting bonuses and things like that by building Reds, and you can get more bonuses, and new consultants becoming Reds right away get new product, and lots and lots of free product and all that. So what they're looking at to see if our pattern of work has changed and if it will continue to change, because they said that it was obviously very expensive to send that many people on a cruise, because they paid for our flights and they paid for the cruise itself, all the tips and gratuities as well. And we could tip extra for the people who gave us great service if we wanted to, and which we did because we got great service. However, I think it's really important that if we want to have this offered again, that we really step up our game and continue to build Reds, which is awesome because it just makes your puts more money in your pocket. It builds you up into the leadership positions. And so if you are wanting to work the business to build into leadership positions, then the Red is the way to go. And so I think it's quite exciting that they are watching and they're looking at the trends, and they're seeing if our Reds are going to stay active as Reds, if we're going to build more Reds. And they won't offer this cruise again unless they see a change in our patterns. And so I think that the Star Achiever unit can make that happen, and we can get that rolling, because I would love to go on another cruise. My first cruise ever, and I loved it. You couldn't even feel the boat moving. And even though we took excursions, and even though we had opportunities to go off onto the beach, and 2 days we went to Coco Cay, one of the days we went to Nassau, and Tim and I were able to take a little excursion where we went through and saw the aquarium, and just were able to walk around Nassau, and which was really great. It was wonderful, and we had just such beautiful weather, and so it was really just so relaxing. But they have so much on the ship, like even if you were stranded out to sea and you couldn't even go ashore, I'm telling you, there's so much to do on the ship that you wouldn't even be able to do it all, even if you didn't get off. So it was really wonderful, and it was very relaxing. I slept a lot. When we got into the, I took naps. I was able to sit around. The one day we sat by the pool, and Tim was doing the hot tub, and I did it for a little bit, and then I just went and sat in a lounge chair and fell asleep, and then went back to the room and took a nap, and then we were able to just lay on the beach. And in Coco Cay, the 2 days we went there on 2 separate days, Tuesday and Thursday. We got to sit on Coco Cay, and it's a private island that the Royal Caribbean owns, and so it was very safe, it was very clean, just food everywhere. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even, like, I just know that I want to go on another cruise, because it was wonderful. And every night we sat down to dinner, and they put the napkin on our lap, and we could literally order anything we wanted off the menu. You could order like 3 appetizers if you wanted 3 appetizers, and 2 main courses, and 3 desserts if you wanted. It didn't matter. They would bring you whatever you ordered. And it was just, I mean, I had some cocktail, I had creme brulee every night, and it was just wonderful. It was just wonderful. And the shows, we saw an ice show, we saw a comedian, we saw a beautiful dance routine. I mean, it just never stopped. So you just really could totally enjoy. So thank you. Mwah. I just wanted to. So now, what do we do next? Okay, so what do we focus on this week? It's November. It's a brand new month. We've got November and December to finish our goals for the year, and as far as the fiscal, the calendar year, we have 2 more months. At the end of December, we will be halfway to seminar, so we'll be halfway through our fiscal year. It's crazy how fast time flies, and I just want you to know that. What I'm going to talk about today is a little bit about setting your goal and what do you want November to look like. This is the time of the year when we truly can have the biggest sales of the entire year. We can have, it's before Christmas, right? We've got, how many, like 8 or 9 Fridays until Christmas. I think it's only like 8. And so we need to look at that, and we need to look at your business and what you can do to get the money in your pocket that you want. One thing is that I want to talk about setting a goal. So the first thing we need to do to set a goal is to look at your time and look at how much money would you like to have in your pocket. At the end of this month, what would you be excited about if you had a certain amount of money that you can put towards your Christmas? How would you like to do if you sold enough, even if you have a very small clientele, if you were to call the friends and family that you know, and you were to say, hey, I've got these really kind of cool gift ideas right now, and so you check with them, and if you got enough sales through just a small group of people, coworkers, friends and family, even if you have very few customers that you would call customers, you could get enough where the product that you would want for yourself or to give away to as your gifts, you would be literally able to get them free. Or you would pay the half price with everything else, and then you take all of your cash profit and you put that towards other gifts that you want to buy. But this is the time of the year, and I know this is even almost late in the game, because as you know, some of the limited edition items have already sold out with the company, because thinking like a retailer, they started stocking up in September and October. The masking pods are gone already, and the Be Delighted cream is gone already, and the free socks with the foot and leg energizer are gone. However, the foot and leg energizers are still available. And the dollar store has some really cute socks for $1 that you could get, and then you just add that price into the price of the what you're selling. So in fact, a couple of the girls said that their socks they thought looked even cuter. So it's okay that they're sold out. So let's talk about that. How much, I want you to write down a figure of how much money would you love to have at the end of the month. Like, what would be important for you to have at the end of the month that would really make a difference for your Christmas or your pocket in any way. So let's take that figure, and I'm just going to give an average. Let's say you want 500. Okay, let's say it would be really helpful for you and your holiday for you to have $500 in cash. What you want to do is take the amount that you want in your hand and multiply it by 2.5. Now you're going, why 2.5? Because I thought we got the product at 50%. Well, you do. So you buy it for $1 and you can sell it for $2. That's how it works. However, sometimes we give, if we give any kind of a discount away, or we want to buy some extra Section 2 products, or we want to buy, maybe we want to give like a little discount. I don't like discounts. What I like better is if you give gift with purchases. So say they could buy two of something and they get something else at half off. That's so that they're buying in multiples versus just giving a straight discount off of everything. Even at my open house these days, I don't give a straight discount off of everything. That's not how I do it anymore. And it seems to work out so much better when I can get them to buy more things. And when I wrap gifts, and a lot of you have seen the different gifts that I've wrapped. I'm just going to grab something here. Even when I make them up, and this one really I'm going to make even cuter. But say I give them a hand cream in a box like this with the ribbon on the outside. The hand cream is $12, but I charge $14 for this because it's all wrapped, it's all ready. They can give it. I charge $14 just to do a wrapping. And then I have lots of accessories that I have gotten over the time by going to peterspackaging.com. They have boxes, and they have different gloves and scarves and things like that I've put on the outside of the box. And when I add gloves or a scarf or something on the outside, then the whole thing with a hand cream inside or a foot and leg energizer inside, then they'd be $24. So I've got 14 and 24. And so those are the gifts. So when they come to my open house, and I've seen lots of pictures on Facebook and all these different groups and things like that. And what I see, they make up little things that look like cutesy cutesy. They're kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, and they put them in cellophane and then they put a ribbon around it. And the problem with that is that the people can see in, where when you put even just a hand cream or a foot and leg energizer, even if you put the socks with it and you put it in a box and put a ribbon on it, it looks like a present, and they don't have to do anything to the present in order to give it. And that's one of the things why I sell a lot of gifts at this holiday time, because they know that they can come here, they can buy the gift already done, and it works. So when you're doing, the Judy Kowicki, National Sales Director, taught me a lot of time ago, is take whatever amount you want. So say you want 500, you multiply that by 2.5, and that is what will, that's how much you want to sell in order to have $500 cash in your pocket. And so it's the greatest formula. Now, if you want to do it just by doubling the number, if you want to go from 5 and say I'm going to sell 1,000 and you want to do it that way, that's totally up to you. This just gives you leeway for extra goodies and extra things, and have the business take care of itself. Okay. Now I have an apron on today. I haven't adjusted it recently, but I'm going to stand up so you can see. It says Gift Expert. And this is just an apron that I tie around, and it's red. And this is what I wear when I do my open house. And so when they come in, they see that I'm a gift expert. And so when they come to my open house, it's pretty much a given that they're going to probably stock up on their own skincare. They're not coming just so they can get a discount on all their skincare. That's why I don't give a straight flat discount off of everything. What they're coming to when they come to my open house is they're coming expecting to see gifts wrapped. And I will have this, it's not set up yet because I just got back from the cruise, and the open house starts Wednesday. So I've got just a few days to get everything set up. I'm kind of in the process of it right now. You're going to see kind of a mess back here, but I'm kind of in the process. I do it as a assembly line process. And so it'll be getting all my ribbons and all my things and all my accessories on my packages. And then I will have areas set up for all the different gifts. And so we know that the gifts from like about 12 to 25 are what sell the best and we sell the most of. So the majority of all the gifts that I make up are in that price range. And what's interesting is once your people get used to coming, and then they love coming and getting the gifts because they're already wrapped for them, and they really think that they're great, and the people that receive the gifts love them. So now I'm having people like year after year, once I started doing these gifts and wrapping them like that, my open houses, it's not just selling all my regular line stuff at a discount anymore. Now it's selling gifts as well as the regular line stuff. And it's really interesting how now I have people saying, when is your open house? Because I want to come back. When are you going to do this? Because I want to come back. So, all right, so let's get back to the goal. What you want to do is figure out how much you would like to have in your pocket or gifts all bought by the end of the month. And I recommend that you do, one thing is you write down, making a list. You make first the list of all the gifts that you would like to give away. So make sure you get that product bought. That's the gifts you want to buy. Then you make a list and what you can give as far as Mary Kay is concerned. And Mary Kay, the woman, told us a long time ago that she had given Mary Kay gifts away, and then she thought, well, maybe they don't want them. Maybe I should give something else. And so one year she gave other things and didn't give Mary Kay. And all the people were like kind of disappointed. They're like, well, we thought we were going to get our Mary Kay product for our Mary Kay gifts for Christmas, and we didn't get them. And so they were sad. And so from that point on, she realized that people really do like to get Mary Kay as a gift. And so she started making sure that she gave that as a gift. Okay, so you make the list of all the people that you can give Mary Kay as a gift to. Then you look at, like all the people outside of your family, like if you've got teachers and you've got, or just little gifts of people that do things for you or are really nice to you, that you can give to them a gift. and make it Mary Kay. So you want to do that, and then you want to check with all your friends and family that you're not giving as a gift to them, but maybe they need some gifts for other people, and why not let you benefit from it? Why not have them buy the gifts from you? You know, they're going to go to the store, they're going to buy gifts, they're going to buy colognes, they're going to buy things like that. That's this right now is the time between October and December is when the most colognes are sold through the whole entire year, and even Valentine's Day and everything. No, it's at Christmas time. And and I sell a lot of hand creams. I sell a lot of the foot and leg energizers, the Mint Bliss foot and leg energizers, the 2-in-1 body wash and the lotion that goes with that, the satin hands, satin lips, satin body, all of those products, which are regular line products, and charcoal mask. Oh my gosh, you can make that look so cute. All of that is what sells right now. So you want to, really do that. So if you need a game plan for that and you're not sure how to do it, please call me. Just call me and let's talk about your game plan. Go, I've never done that before, but sounds like a good idea. Like maybe I would like to do that. Maybe I'd like to have my extra money come from my Mary Kay business to pay for my Christmas. And so if you need a game plan for that, call me and let's look at your specific situation, like where you work, how you could do it, who you could do it with, and I will help you with that, because I love when you can get extra done for yourself and have Mary Kay be the extra cash. Maybe it's a little mini vacation. Maybe it's just so you can buy your kids presents for Christmas and have it be all paid for in advance by Mary Kay Money. So the first part of the goal is to look at how much you would like to have in your pocket. The second part of the goal is there any chance that would help you become a star consultant this quarter? Because if you became a star consultant this quarter, you get the extra benefit of being a star. So you get a prize. Number one, you get a prize. Number two, you get into the rotation on your website. If you have a website, where the company will recommend you as one of the consultants in the area that could give great customer service. If you're not a star, they don't put you in the rotation because they don't know if you have enough products. And the other thing that we're going to get back to really promoting is our Golden Girl promotion. And that's where you do, everyone who does the 600 for the month, you get the jewelry prize. You get some kind of a jewelry prize. And this month it's a necklace. You get a necklace from the company. When you hit your 600 wholesale, the company automatically gives you that. And what I want to do is get back to really promoting our Golden Girls, because our Golden Girls were on a roll, and that's where you do 1,000 on wholesale in the month. You get to go on you get something special from me, where we spend time together as a group. We go do something fun, and I pay for it. So, hey, why not, right? So the Golden Girls promotion. And then also to think about, we're halfway to seminar. So where do you want to be at the end of seminar, at the end of June? Where do you want to be, and how close are you to where you really want to be? Are you going to be halfway on December 31st? Because that's the halfway mark. So it's time to kind of look at that and see where do you want to step it up. And then of course, why not recruit this month? Because this is the month when you could let other people know that they could get in to the company, start their business, and focus on not only doing faces, because everybody wants a new look for the holiday. Everybody wants their skin to look good, because we know that everybody's got cameras because they have their phone everywhere we go. So pictures are being taken. This is a great time to do holiday makeovers. And but sell a lot of gifting things, whether it's to businesses, whether it's to personal people. It's a great time to become a consultant right now and really take advantage of the sales that they can get before December 31st. And so who do you want to share with? Who do you want to talk to? Because last month I threw out a promotion, and I'm going to throw it out there again this month, that if we tell 100 people, if we just share with 100 people about this marketing plan in our unit, I'm going to give cash away, and I'm going to do 3 $100 cash drawings. And so just by telling people, we just have to get the word out. We just have to share. And I have to share that it was really interesting on the cruise. Because people started asking, what's the destination red mean? They were asking Tim, they were asking me, and we sat next to these two girls. They were two friends that they travel together, and they were on a cruise together again. And the one young lady was from New York, and she started asking a lot of questions, and I started sharing. And actually, we're going to talk at noon tomorrow because she's very interested in starting a business, and she hadn't even tried the products. We didn't do a facial on the cruise. We just talked, and she's very interested in starting a business. So you just never know. Just by telling somebody, we could be the answer to their prayer. We could be the thing that they were looking for. You know, this is the opportunity that they are going to be so excited that you offered it to them, because they're like, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to have my own business. I want to be in control of how much money I make. However, with Mary Kay, you get the backing of a billion-dollar company and all the perks that go with it. And so to be your own boss and to start a business on your own and not have support, not have what we have in Mary Kay, it's not as fun. And so with Mary Kay, you can start your own business and you can be your own boss and you can do all those things, but you've got the backing of the billion-dollar company, and you have a support system like no other. Nobody can compare to Mary Kay's support system. So as we set our goal, and as you do that, one of the things that I would like you to think about, I just got to check my time here. Okay, so one of the things that I want you to look at, and this is the time to do it, today, for this week, and it's called a weekly plan sheet. You guys have all seen one of these, a weekly plan sheet. And so here's what I want you to think about, is putting together, with thinking in the line of your goal. If you want help and assistance in any way of like going, I really want that, but I just don't know what to do. I don't know where to focus first. I don't know what to do. That's when you call me, okay? Call me. And we will work on a plan. But let's say one of the things you're like is, I don't know if I even have the time. Well, you won't know that until you fill out a weekly plan sheet. And so one of the things that you want to do with your weekly plan sheet is, it's from Sunday to Saturday. So of course, today's Sunday. And so you want to take and look at that. Like, what do you need to get ready tonight? Weekly accomplishment sheet would be a great start for last week. Do your weekly accomplishment sheet today for last week. Send it to me. Take a picture, put it on the internet, whatever. Let me know. And do your weekly accomplishment sheet today for last week. That's number one. Do your weekly plan sheet for the next week. Number two. And number three is to, then after you make the weekly plan sheet, after you've completed it, make a second weekly plan sheet to put on your refrigerator. Because in conversation recently, I found out some people were doing the weekly plan sheet. They were putting down what they wanted. If you could make the perfect week, if you could have the perfect week and have everything go perfect, which we know won't happen, but you still put it down, put down the perfect week. And they were putting it on the refrigerator, but they weren't carrying or looking at it again, and they weren't looking at carrying a copy with them. And so nothing was getting accomplished because it was on the refrigerator, which I know we put things on the refrigerator so you see them, and we put this on the refrigerator so our family knows where we are, but you need to know where you're going every day. So my challenge to you this week is to fill out the weekly plan sheet with your goal in mind, how much you want to do, where can you fit Mary Kay into your week, and especially if you work another job, how could you incorporate some Mary Kay time into, while you're out already doing your other job, making the stops that you make, talking to the people, and all the different ideas that we have in order to get names. And then take each day this week, every day this week, do your 6 most important things list at night. So tonight before you go to bed, make sure that you write down the 6 most important things that you do tomorrow on Monday before you go to bed tonight, because the mind, the subconscious mind, once you write those 6 most important things list down, the subconscious mind works on that through the night. and it makes you believe that you can do it. So when you get up in the morning, even if you have obstacles, your mind is working past the obstacles so that you can still get everything accomplished. That's why, even though we get amazed, like, oh my gosh, I did a 6 most important things list one day this week, and the next day I got so much done, it was amazing, but then for some reason I forgot to do it when I went to bed that next night. For the next day, I didn't do it, and then I didn't get as much done, okay? So there's something very interesting, and I heard it recently, I heard in some training about how our subconscious mind takes over. So goal, weekly plan, weekly accomplishment sheet, and 6 most important things list. That's what I wanted to talk to you about today, because as we're getting ready for this very busy time of the year, we're busy, our customers are busy, and we want to make lots of money. So how do we focus? Where do we do? And it all starts when you actually sit down, write it down, plan it out, thinking about it. And if you can do this in a quiet area where you can have some quiet time in your mind, I promise you that just by writing down what you want, putting it down as a goal, the taking action part will help, because your mind will start to take over. Your subconscious mind will take over about where you want to be, how you can make it happen, how you can accomplish it, and everything will be different. And because it's only the 3rd of the month in November, we can have a fabulous November if we plan it, if we set the goal, and then we act on the goal. And that's all that we can do. So make it a great week. And I hope to hear from some of you as far as you're like, I really do want to do this, but I don't know what to do exactly, and I don't know what to do first. That's the conversation that you and I can have together. I hope that you, I hope to see you this week if you're coming to either the Battle Creek meeting tomorrow night on Monday night. If you are coming to the Battle Creek meeting, we are honoring our Reds first, and at 6 o'clock, the Reds are going to be honored first with some little extra special things from me. And then all the consultants will want to come by 6:30. And so I'm going to send out a reminder on that too, but it's here in the video. So make it a great week. Can't wait to see you on Monday night if you're in Battle Creek, and Thursday night we'll be here at my house on Thursday night. I am going to be doing my open house, but we're still going to have the meeting here, and I'll end my customers coming to the open house early enough where we can still have our meeting. And so if you're local in Flushing, I hope to see you Thursday night, and if you're not, I hope to see you in Battle Creek tomorrow night. And I hope that you're watching all the videos on YouTube. Make it a great week.